So this is a woodland box turtle. What used to be called eastern box turtles. Beautiful specimen. See if I can detain it for a second here. This one looks to be, from the light color of its eyes, and a young male. I mean, you can start to see that there's a dip in the middle. They get concave as they get older, and then the reddish eyes. Usually they have a longer tail. But box turtles, again, were very common nowadays because of construction and because they just can't get away from things like cars and so forth. They just have a hard time surviving. People also take them home as pets. They're not being protected. Again, it used to be called the eastern box turtle, now called the woodland. They've combined, thanks to some DNA research and so forth, the three-toed and the regular eastern to what's now called, again, normally referred to by many different professional organizations as the woodland box turtle. It's an omnivore. This young male started off by eating much more protein than before, and then as it gets older, they start to switch and eating a lot more other kinds of veggies and stuff, including poisonous berries and mushrooms, which, if someone eats them, then they would be poisonous. They are considered an edible animal. At least they were. Their shells serving lots of useful purposes with different Native American tribes too. This little male here is in one of our parks, and it's late in the season, so hopefully it finds a nice little place where it will hunker down for the winter and overwinter. Box turtles are called box turtles, and this one didn't do it, but they do end up trying to close up. They have hinges. If I can show you on this guy, they have a hinge underneath which allows the shell to close up, almost completely close up like a box. Box turtles thus protect themselves. They're really our only fully terrestrial turtle that we have here in Northern Virginia. The other turtle, the wood turtle, is rare to find now, and it spends a lot of time in the water, whereas this one doesn't. Neat little turtle, a survivor from times way long time ago. Back in the times of dinosaurs, they've outlived them, and we'll let this one go on its way to try to find a place to overwinter and some food to eat. A neat little animal that calls our place home. The woodland box turtle, formerly called the eastern box turtle. They can live, like all turtles, for quite a long period of time. The record for a box turtle, I think, is something like 127 years. So hopefully this little teenager will live a good, long life. And they reproduce by laying eggs. In most cases, it's only 3 to 5 eggs or so that the female has to carry. And again, that's why she doesn't have to dip in her belly like these males do, because she needs the extra space to carry eggs. You can imagine it's hard to fit something inside of a shell. A neat little animal, a survivor, an omnivore. They also scavenge. They'll eat dead animals and whatever. Favorite things, though, are things like earthworms and so forth. Common. It used to be common in our woods, now becoming rarer again because of habitat destruction and collection for pets, as well as the problem with them crossing roads. A sidewalk is a huge barrier for these guys, and of course a car that shell does not provide any protection against them. And taking home as pets, people feed them all sorts of stuff like lettuce, which is unhealthy for them. And that's another big issue, because even if you do know how to take care of them, and in most cases most people don't, they start to get flared shells, they got eye problems, they get all sorts of things from dietary inefficiencies. But even if you do manage to somehow know how to take care of them, give them the proper UV light, proper temperatures for digest and so forth, the truth is you've taken an animal which could provide, decades of new babies and so forth, and now it no longer will. So this little woodland box turtle on its way. They do like water somewhat, although they're not fantastic swimmers. Again, surviving here in our local woods.